Here's your daily reminder that men are embarrassing and should not be trusted. I was just listening to this playlist and Linger by the Cranberries came on. And it reminded me that a few years ago, this guy that I was dating, we were in an open relationship. It's the first and last time I will ever try an open relationship. But he had stayed at my house. We were making breakfast the next morning and he was like scrolling on his phone on Instagram. And he was like, "Who are the Cranberries?" And I was like, first of all, if they don't know who the Cranberries are, they're too young for you, bro. What am I doing? But I showed him. I was like, oh, the Cranberries. Like, here's this song and here's this song and this and that and this and that. And he was like, oh my God, yeah, I guess the like lead singer passed away. And I was like, what? That's so sad. I love the Cranberries.
Hey, buddy, let me clue you in.
Wait. Did this XXXL queen start off saying men can't be trusted because she was in an open relationship? As in, they were free to see other people? What in the name of Jada Pinkett Smith was she thinking? I'm sure the pyramids of Giza were built on equally solid foundations. Oh well, she dated a younger guy. I am sure plenty of my male viewers would say it was based on not much more than target practice. For him, this correlation is amazing. She went from not trusting men to open relationships to dating younger to the Cranberries without making an actual point.
And so we were like listening to the music and I get on Instagram like a little bit later and see that this mother had posted on his story. So sad to see that like the lead singer of the Cranberries died, like such a great band. This had never even heard the Cranberries. And he posted this on his story just to get some alt girl poontang. And I bet it worked too. Oh, isn't that so embarrassing? I dated him. I continued to date him after that. Hello? I was not well.
Fam, I find myself often asking, how do these queens post videos on social media talking about some of the most ridiculous stories, putting their business out there, thinking it is going to either garnish sympathy for themselves or some form of shame for the guy they are talking about? If posting about the Cranberries worked for the guy, well, he was smart enough to use the tools available to him. I agree with her that she wasn't well, and maybe this video is a way for her to show she still isn't 100% where she wants to be yet. Oh well. For some reason, I keep thinking in the back of my head, I wonder how Eminem is doing. Moving on!
All these men saying they're gonna pull in Ashraf Hakimi and put all their assets under their mom's name so when they get a divorce, their wife doesn't get anything. Think they're so smart. Like they found this loophole through the systemized oppression that they face from women. But all along you could just get a prenup. It's that easy. Stop trying to use your brain when you don't have one. Get a prenup.
Mama say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
This young self-proclaimed smart queen sure showed everyone by mentioning the airtight prenup. Just ask Dr. Dre and Chris Rock how that can work out much better. To my younger viewers, let me tell you, there really isn't anything about entering a marriage contract that has a guarantee other than you coming out losing half of everything the moment she decides to opt out of the marriage. As you have probably heard several times by older, wiser men, don't enter a contract that incentivizes the other party to break it. You dumb gorilla! If she took care of the home, she deserves half! Oh really, if it wasn't for the provider, there would be no home to take care of. We can argue it until the cows come home. But in the end, marriage rates have plummeted. Not because men fear marriage, they just don't want to deal with divorce. Moving on.
Here's the review from last night's date. So that tall Italian, yeah, he's about an inch shorter than me. Meets me at my car in the parking lot and gives me a yo from about 50 yards away. And I'm like, I wonder if you can see my eyes rolling on that one. Walks up to me, gives me a hug. Ugh, smells like cigarettes. He's like, do you smoke? I'm like, no. He goes, oh, well, I only smoke when I'm drinking. Obviously, he had been drinking. I wasn't the only one priming last night. Then he has forgotten his cash in his truck, which is just a short walk away, but it's another walk. Go to his truck, he grabs his cash, and he grabs another nip of Fireball. This guy's priming. On the walk back to the feast, he does the classic stop. Oh, there's something on the ground, so that I move forward so that he can check out my ass.
Fam, this grand elder queen got herself a gem of a date. Ladies, if you have read the comments from previous episodes, you will find the bulk of my male viewers saying over and over again, this stage of your life isn't a date for Prince Charming. It's for enjoying your golden years with your family. Now, that does not apply to widows, as those ladies didn't have a choice in finding themselves in this situation. Kind of like kids in a school lunchroom having to scarf down meatloaf on Tuesdays. It wasn't their choice. That's just the menu. Deal with it. Regardless, the modern day dating market doesn't care how you got there. It just cares how you deal with it. Ladies, dating in the 50 plus bracket is like clearance shopping, except you are the clearance item. You are just going to get the offers you're going to get. You're no longer seen as the new high-end model.
Good God, men. Do you not know that we know what you're doing? So I run my hand down my ass and said, Jimmy, stop looking at my ass. I need a glass of wine. Get to the feast. Go to the beer garden. Get a glass of wine. He gets a beer. And then he talks about himself for the next 2 hours. UFO sightings. 6 years in prison. Yeah, this was delightful conversation. I finally say, hey, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Walks me to my car, gives me a hug, sends me on my way, texts me 2 minutes after I got in my car. And he said, hope you had a great night. Just texted him back and said, it's just not there for me, Jimmy, but I wish you the best. Yeah. I'm cut out for this shit.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Fam, I give her credit for having a good sense of humor about everything. Something tells me she went into that date with low expectations. Unfortunately, she is going to deal with a lot of similar dates like this, since guys like Jimmy don't really care to put in much effort, as they figure they are either going to take it or leave it at this point. Ladies, I'm not being cruel. I am being honest. At this stage in life, men are not going to view you as a juicy steak. They categorize you more as beef jerky. That is a ridiculously obtuse thing to say, but not exactly inaccurate. I understand. These ladies want to find love even at this stage in life. Reality would be to aim for someone who isn't going to be a huge disappointment. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.